Hello, everyone. John Frausto with Topspin Tennis. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 magic moves for a better toss. I've got Wawrinka and Federer side by side in super slow motion. Enjoy the video. If you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button as well. Don't forget that notification bell to get future updates on videos. Before we get into the 3 magic moves, let's discuss the intent of the toss. The key is, and the mindset of every single player should be, I need to get the ball in the same spot every single time. Federer, the video on the right, is actually hitting a second serve. Wawrinka's hitting a first serve. So different serves, but the point being is these guys have done it thousands of times. Their intent is, I need to get this ball in the same spot every single time. Let's show you 3 magic moves on the toss and how it's going to help you as well. Magic move number 1 is just going to be the initiation of the toss. And there's a few tips within this phase. The first one is, you've got 4 moving parts potentially with the tossing arm. You've got the fingers that can move, you've got the wrist, you've got the elbow, and then you have the shoulder. So those are 4 potential moving parts. The shoulder is the boss on the toss. And what I mean by that is, if you watch Wawrinka, just watch the shoulder with Wawrinka and Federer. It does all the work. There's no wrist action, there's no elbow, the fingers aren't really doing anything. They're relaxed, and the shoulder is the boss. One other area of concern I see a lot of times with beginners and intermediates is they will use their legs to try to lift the ball. The legs really have no effect on the toss. Like I said, I'm going to say it again, the shoulder is the boss. Everything should be initiated from that shoulder. I'm not really going to look at any technical aspects as far as the racket take back, the shoulder, none of that. We're just really focusing on here. Magic move number 1 is the initiation. The one thing I do want you to notice is, notice where Wawrinka initiates his toss, how it's off the front knee. See that? Off the front knee. And look where Federer initiates his toss. It's more between his legs. So Federer, when he initiates, he's actually going along this baseline. His arm will travel along the baseline. Wawrinka actually travels, he'll actually line his arm up with the right net post. I like Wawrinka's toss a lot better, especially if you're beginner intermediate. Just kind of line this left arm up with the right net post and go ahead and initiate from that position. Alright, let's go ahead and look at magic move number 2, and that's going to be the release. And what are the pros doing on their release? For the most part, they're releasing the ball right at the top of their head. Wawrinka actually has a little higher release point. I guess different strokes for different folks. You know, no 2 tosses are alike, no 2 forehands are alike. The same can be said with the toss. But you really want to make sure that you're releasing right around the top of your head and the shoulders doing all the work. And the other thing I like about Wawrinka is, notice where he's tossing, how this ball is out in the court. Federer will eventually, with his toss, he'll get it out into the court. Let's go ahead and watch Federer. See how he releases and it's starting to go into the court a little bit. So he does get it out there, but Wawrinka, in my mind, has the simpler of the 2 tosses. Alright, and then magic move number 3 is just the full extension. So the extension is really a byproduct of the follow through. So, you know, the shoulder's doing the work, and then they're going to get into this full extension. One tip that I like here, that I use a lot with my students, is when you get into this position and into the loading phase, you want to try to kiss your bicep. So when you release, you're going to try to give a kiss to that bicep. That's a great visual for player. I mean, Federer really does it. Look, notice his arm to like chin position, how he really gets into that position. So in that loading phase, or that full extension phase, try to kiss that bicep. A lot of times players will stop here and they're not getting that full extension. This is a great visual here to kind of copy or mimic with your toss. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't done so yet, make sure you hit that like button and that subscribe button. Don't forget too, like if you're a coach, tennis pro, like a teaching pro, make sure you share this with your students or parents. I think this would be good for them to see, especially if they're struggling with their toss. Thank you so much for your support. Have a great day.